Hello everybody and welcome back to Faces. This is the show that kind of happens on occasions where I don't feel like making something, so I'd rather just paint my entire body, or just my face, depending on what character I'm doing. So, you guys know there's been a Spider-Man theme going on the channel for a little bit with the Mysterio build that is just being finished for fACEs this weekend as of time of recording. I finally got around to watching Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark. It's been on my watch list for ages. There's a bootleg on YouTube. Shh, naughty, but thank you whoever recorded that because it means I can watch it. It's when they put Spider-Man on Broadway. Yeah, Spider-Man the musical. It's a weird one. If you want to find out more, please do look it up on YouTube because some people have done great videos on kind of what happened behind the scenes. It was a bit of a mess. There was accidents. It ended up like $63 million in debt. It ran for 3 years and the fans loved it. And to be honest, I love it. I watched it, I've listened to the soundtrack. Some of the songs are good, some of the songs are but I wasn't entirely sure what to expect going in, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. You can't go into it taking it too seriously if you do want to watch it, but the set pieces, incredible. Wire work fighting above the audience. The actors, you can tell they loved what they were doing. And the villain, you know me, I always go for the villains as much as Spider-Man is my main guy. If you've got a good villain, I will fall in love with him. And I have. And this villain comes in the form of Patrick Page as the Green Goblin. The most over-the-top, weirdly designed, funny, insane, wonderful Green Goblin I've ever seen. And I'm not even a fan of the Green Goblin. Now it just goes to show how much I love this character that I watched it and I went, I need to watch this again, he's amazing. So I've got my reference images up here and this is what we're going to do today, the full body paint. I've got everything set up down here, so I've got his spikes as well. I just quickly made that out of a bit of cardboard because it's a big part of his silhouette as a character and I won't be able to achieve that in just paint, so something that I thought I needed, so I'll take that onto myself. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the hair, and I specifically let my hair grow out for this one as much as it's really annoying because look at the mess that is on top of my head. Because we need a big ass wonderful Mohican, which yes is a wig in the show, but we're gonna try and do it with my own hair. So best of luck to me, I think. That'll have to do. My hair is like really stubborn about going into any kind of style that's not its normal one. I look more like Ace Ventura than I do anything else, but hey, at least we're sticking with the name of the channel, right? So, he's kind of, it's like, I think his hair's black. And depending on what colour the light's under, I think it's like really dark green or black. Oh, I've got another reference image on my phone I can double check. I think it's like a black with, if it gets in the light it looks like it's green, but it's mostly black, so we're just going to spray a load of green and black on at the same time. Okay, so right now I just look like a really dodgy Elvis tribute. My hair is going to be like rock solid after this. Did I mention I've got an appointment I got to get to at 4 o'clock today, so I need to film this, get washed and out the door. So yeah. Rather not go dressed as the Green Goblin, as much as I probably will love it. Not appropriate. Now I look like the Joker, and that bit of hair needs to behave itself. We're gonna move on to doing the face. So I think we're just gonna start with just putting on a load of bright green as a base, and work our way from there. Alright, so I think that's a decent enough green base. It's darker on camera than it is to my eye, which is a bit strange. But yeah, the rest of the stuff we're gonna have to draw on by hand. First thing I'm gonna do is extend my hair down here because there's like a big widow's peak on the actual mask. So get some black and just work in, I won't use that actually because I'm gonna use that for the dark green. And just work in some more hair. And then there is like loads of lines on the face. You've got to try and make it look like I'm extending my nose. I've got pointy ears. If I do this costume in real life, it would give me an excuse to actually finally learn how to do prosthetics. Because I've been meaning to do that for a long time. But yeah, we'll see how this turns out first. So it's gonna, it is quite far down actually. Not too far down because obviously my head isn't the same shape as the mask. Just realised what I look like. Psychopathic watermelon. I can't tell if I look more like the Green Goblin or more like some weird version of the Grinch, which is quite appropriate considering Patrick Page also played the Grinch on Broadway. I'm trying to catch up with all his past shows now that I've discovered him, which is both awesome because there are a few available online, and both heartbreaking because he's currently starring as Hades in Hadestown, and I was like, oh cool, I've not heard that before. I gave the soundtrack a listen and I thought, oh that's wicked, they might come bring it to London one day. Looked into it, they opened it in London, I've missed them by a few months. So they were like an hour away from my house like 6 months ago, and now they're 8 hours away on a flight in New York, and I can't see the show. Frustrating! Not gonna lie, I kind of dig this. Even with my weird half Grinch, half Goblin persona. I'm gonna send a selfie to my best friend. You're goddamn right. We do the arms first, we do the torso, because there's more detail on the torso. The more I look at it, the more my brain's trying to pick apart like how the costume goes together and how I could make it if I was gonna make it. Don't need any more temptation, some more suits. Don't need it, don't need it, don't need it, I want it, don't need it. Okay, we're practically done here. Rushing a little bit now, because I'm very aware of what the time is. I'm going to stick my spikes on, so I'm going to start with trying to get my shoulder ones on. Is hopefully, obviously I just need to do my hands as well. But we do that last, because otherwise it's picking things up and touching it. The stuff is unsealed, so it'll get everywhere. But there's no point in me sealing it, because I need to wash it off, so. No, don't stick to yourself. Come on now. Oh, I've painted these the wrong shade of green. Slap them on there and then rip them off in a bit, and that's probably going to hurt.
Is this the Daily Bugle? Cause I have a message.
Daily Bugle, reception.
Hi. This is the
Do
Green
you know your
Goblin.
party's extension?
No, this is the Green Goblin, and I
Mr.
have
Goblin, please hold.
Oh, for God's sake!
Connecting you now, Mr. Goblin.
Here's a new lead starring J.J. Goblin the Spider-Man. You vanquish my family. I will
Options as our menu has changed. To leave a message in the general mailbox, please press or say 2. For Bobbs McBride, 3. For J. Jonah Jameson,
Yes, 4.
that is an invalid.
Great Jameson, this better not waste my time.
Now you take this down, J.J., and you predict Goblin the Spider-Man. I wanted you to join the New World Order, not vanquish it. Well, you vanquish my family. I will track you down, and I will vanquish yours. And I promise you, they won't be hanging around for long.
If you are satisfied with your message, please press or say 1.
Oh, I'm satisfied, all right.
I'm sorry.
So, thank you very much for watching this body paint. I'm really cutting it close to... I gotta leave right now. Well, not leave, I gotta get in the shower and then leave. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, you know, do the subscribes and the whatnot, and if you want to see any particular characters possibly in a future body paint, just put your comments down below. This might have moved its way up onto the possible cosplay list, because I'm kind of digging this look. Even with just body paint, I kind of want a suit with this on it now. As always, thanks have got to go out to my supporters on Patreon, especially to Jeff Kenny. Thanks again for watching, and now I'm going to go turn my shower green. I don't know what an appropriate way to sign off this will be, so I'm just going to break into character.
It's 9:21. Time to play.